Hey, what's up, fellas? I'll try not to make this video too long. I'm going to show you what we're having for dinner. I have some, these are all leftovers. I think I got it right on there. That's leftover pork, uh, Brussels, not Brussels sprouts, asparagus, a tomato, white mushrooms, chopped up zucchini, and green onions. So that'll all go in the oven. This video in reality is about what an absolute nightmare it is to try to buy a car. And the wind's blowing pretty crazy. I'll take you outside to let you see the wind. It's still getting crazy and it's supposed to rain. I'm throwing it here in the fridge. So later on we'll have an avocado and a lime. With that, let me see if the wind's still going as crazy. It was earlier. No, it's not. I don't care. Let me sit down. So I want to buy a Toyota Avalon between a 21 and a 20. I believe they stopped 2020 to a 2022 Avalon because I believe that's the year they stopped making them. So do all my research, I get all my financing, insurance, talk to my companies, qualified for a lot of money. Got my certificates, my proof of who I am, and all that kind of rest of stuff. And I start shopping for cars. And just about every dealership. And in between this, I decide, you know what? If I change my mind, I'll put Honda and Toyota in there, just regular Camrys and Accords. And one will be a TRD and the other one will be a Honda Accord Sport model. Or I'd like to get a little truck like a Ford Maverick or a Ranger or a little Tacoma SR5 or something. Nothing crazy. And every dealership I've gone to down here they are just jam-packed with vehicles. But the salespeople and the sales managers and the finance and insurance guys, F&I guy, I got up and walked out. It's just, they're just very upsetting because they lie about everything. Like I'm pretty well versed with cars. I know that you don't have to have nitrogen, and it doesn't do anything special to it. And I don't need your $150 floor mat. Anyways, your docking fees and trying to charge 3 times the amount for taxes, titles, and anyways, all that to say this. So I finally this morning I canceled my loan. And I've got a great APR on my loan. I think at 5.49% for 60 months, but I definitely would pay it off in 90 days because it kind of puts the screws to the F&I guys again. So I go on this carriage place where there's a father and son who are running it, and that they are probably this is just my opinion, they are probably as disingenuous as any used car salesman. Everything you try to sign up for their concierge service or this and that, and everything's behind a paywall. You go in there in the car. I see a 2022 silver Toyota Avalon with maybe 14,000 miles on it, one owner, no accidents, blah 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 blah. But the out the door price is it's not even close to what the book value is. So, anyways. And then they have this little button there. Would you like the dealer's price, the out-the-door price for this? Click here. So you click on that button. And now you got to sign up for a subscription to this. And it's just, everything's hidden behind a paywall. You end up wasting your time. I go to Carvana because, I'd like to not have to leave my house to get the car I want. Are you taking a chance because you don't get to go around and kick the tires? Yes. So I'm looking for cars all over the United States, and everybody wants it. So I'm calling a dealership in San Antonio, Texas, which is like 600 miles away from us. And they want to know when I'm coming down to do a test drive. I just tone deaf, and I tell them, hey, look, I'm not on A. Anyways, doesn't matter. And then they want to challenge you for clothes. Well, let us know if you ever want to step up to it's all the fucking game. All right. So I'm in Walmart getting some more vegetables for tomorrow's dinner, which will be steak and grilled vegetables. And I run into, of all the people, he's got the day off. He's the sales manager for one of the dealerships up in Las Cruces. He lives here in El Paso, but he drives up north to Las Cruces. And this is exactly what he told me. He goes, "Hey, man, our lots are full. We are overflowing with cars. Nobody wants the electric vehicles, the EVs. He called them EVs. He said there's something they pay the manufacturers to have the cars on their lot or something like that." And they said they're dying. They're desperate for sales. Nobody's buying because it's too expensive to. The cost of borrowing money is just too expensive now, and inflation and all the rest of that kind of stuff. This is exactly what he told me. He said, "If you want to save money and you want to get exactly what you want for a very good price, wait till after the elections." And so maybe an hour ago, I canceled all my loans, called them up, said, "Hey, I know I'm qualified for this and this. No, thank you." Credit union. I try not to ever do business with a bank that has anything to do with money, because banks operate on a for-profit. They're a for-profit business, which means they're going to make money off of you. Credit unions, we're all part of the same team, and we're supposed to be working together, but. And the customer, just an absolute runaround. So, anyways, I don't like negotiating. Why won't you just give me the real price? And there was a car I started out with at $48,000, and by the time they were done, and I just let it go. By the time they let it go, and now I'm done with all the salespeople, so it's $48,000 out the door, and it's a Lexus, which is it's pretty much an Avalon with a different badge on the front of the car. And next thing I know, there's nitrogen in the tires and gap insurance and this and that. And now it's $54,000. That's how I just got up and walked out. And the sales manager and F&I guy were arguing with each other as I was walking on. I'm like, I don't need this shit. And that's it. I just cannot believe what a nightmare it is to buy a vehicle. I am fully looking forward to when you can buy a car online and not have to deal with these knuckleheads. I'm pretty sure, if I get it right, later this year, Amazon, you're going to be able to buy a car. Just like you can buy a house, you can set up, buy a piece of land, buy a house, they'll deliver the house to you, and you just got to set it up. Anyways, I think that's like 30 grand. That's less than the car I was. Anyways, I know I'm going on about this, but it doesn't make any sense. Why do you need to play games? Why do they give you? And these sale guys, they just think they're so smart. They interrupt you and they're rude and then I got to go talk to the sales manager. And you're talking, so probably in the last few days, they've probably wasted about 20 hours of my life trying to do this. I'm not doing it anymore. So I hope you guys get it. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. We need you more than you need us. And there are tons of blue-collar jobs out there where you can make a ton of money. So, anyways, like a fart in a G-string, West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.